Morning. I know I'm whipping right now. Woke up kind of late, but I had a few things I wanted to address today, this morning. Yesterday, I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but yesterday, I had woke up and I saw that Trump had this meeting with Kim Jong-un. And first off, I was really surprised that even happened. Like, I'm not sure. Actually, I have an idea of how that shit was pulled off. I have a pretty good idea, but I mean, I'm still surprised it actually went down. Watching Donald Trump shake Kim Jong-un's hand, that shit looks super fake. Both the motherfuckers look like they didn't like each other. And Donald Trump's full of shit, you know, as usual. But the dude's a fucking, he's got hella charisma, man. That dude is crazy. His charisma, look, that is a prime example of you don't need to know what you're doing. You just need to know how to talk to people. Prime example right there. This man made it to the presidency. And I had watched Donald Trump's, I think it was the Dirty Money episode where they talked about Donald on Netflix. They talked about Donald Trump and how he was basically didn't own any of the fucking property he had. They just using his name because his name was on the Trump resorts and stuff like that before he got in financial trouble and couldn't pay the banks back. He declared bankruptcy or some shit. So they were saying that he don't actually have as much money as he projects it to be. He just got a huge ego, which is believable. But I mean, who knows what these motherfuckers got in their banks, in their pockets. A lot of these dudes hide money overseas anyway, so you never really quite know what they have, but whatever. So anyway, the dude's in that presidential position from sheer charisma. Knowing how to talk to people, knowing what to say and how to win, that's why dude's there. So, you know, anything else, dude will lie about any motherfucking. He even admitted, like, he's like, yo, you know, if it turns out that he won't give up the nuclear program, I might be here in 6 months or some shit. And he was like, you might actually hear me say I was wrong. And then he was like, yo, I probably won't even admit that shit. Like, of course, this motherfucking Trump ain't gonna admit that shit, man. You know, fuck. This motherfucker's gonna come up with an excuse, and he already said he might come up with it. He find some reason. Of course you will. We know you will, bruh. That's the kind of human being you are. You don't take responsibility for your fuck ups. So anyway, so Kim Jong-un, you know, Dennis Rodman's dumbass. First off, he got on CNN and made an ass out of himself. And I actually had respect for Dennis Rodman because he was always the black sheep, always the outcast, always the dude that, you know, was different. And he just played by his own set of rules, and his own set of rules, they got him to win. And he won, you know. The dude, mega famous, the dude had his own goddamn, I think he had a show at one point, didn't he? I'm not sure. He might not have had a show. It's been such a long time since I watched TV. He had something, I forgot what it was. A book, not a show, a book. It was a book. The book was successful, if I'm not mistaken. But dude, I mean, he's got his own lane for real. So, you know, dude wears his crazy ass nail polish and all the other shit. So whatever. But dude made an ass out of himself. Now I do understand what he was saying. When he was saying Barack Obama didn't give him the time of the day. Obama, the thing with a lot of us black people, man, we think Obama was peaches and cream all around. Here's the thing about Obama. Dude was a good symbolic victory, meaning he set a good example for young black kids on what they could achieve. What he actually did in office did not really necessarily benefit us at all. He didn't say shit about the black people getting slaughtered on the street. Just ignored that shit pretty much. He didn't use his clemency pen, to my knowledge anyway, that much towards the end of his presidency to free up like a lot of political prisoners who fought for like black rights and stuff, such as some Black Panthers that are still locked up. I mean, dude, he really didn't do a lot for black people. But black people love Obama because it's a symbolic victory, of course. So we tend to defend him a lot, but I'm at the ride with Rodman on that particular topic only, that he was trying to talk to him and dude wasn't trying to give him the time of the day to patch this shit up with North Korea. And truth be told, I'm not 100% certain that Kim Jong-un wouldn't have taken the meeting if Rodman advised him to with the president, Obama. I'm not sure that he would have denied the meeting. He probably would have taken it. Because the dude, Rodman apparently had a good relationship with Kim. And Kim Jong-un, he avoided the question at first, but I doubt dude speaks much English. Dude's English is probably very limited, if he knows really any at all. But I'm sure he has some kind of translator or some shit. I mean, he's not stupid. He's got motherfuckers there that know shit, so I'm pretty sure he had a translator. So that's neither here nor there. But the bottom line is this: Dennis Rodman made an ass out of himself, flat out. I mean, you on CNN crying like a motherfucking sissy and shit, and talking about wearing a Make America Great Again hat. You look like a fucking fool, bro. You look like a goddamn idiot wearing that stupid ass hat. But that was crazy. That was very crazy. So the whole situation was just, I'm waiting to see how it unfolds, honestly, because shit like this never goes how the president says it's gonna go. Very rarely does it happen exactly like that. The shit is something stupid is gonna happen. I'm thinking they might get up in North Korea, and they probably gonna propaganda the shit out of North Korea, like, oh, we found the stronghold to ISIS in North Korea or some stupid shit like that, or the stronghold or whatever terrorist organization that they either invent or is already invented. So they're gonna fuck around and say that they found that stronghold and North Korea was housing criminals of the world or some stupid shit. They're gonna take over North Korea. Kim Jong-un's gonna be killed. Same thing they do to every damn dictator, for real. The only one they couldn't get was Castro, because he died off from natural causes. They couldn't kill him. But they went over and they damn sure tied up. They made a little patch with Cuba, so now Americans can go over that bitch. That's why the last Fast and Furious, was it the last one or the one before the last? I can't remember. But one of them Fast and Furious was shot in Cuba right after Castro died. The reason for that was Americans was not coming over to Cuba like it was all willy-nilly. Castro did not fuck with, I'm gonna say white Americans. He didn't have a problem with black Americans. If you look up the offer he made to black Americans to come over there and study medicine for free, then that makes perfect sense to you. But dude was on some serious political shit, so they ended up patching up those ties and they're able to get Americans back and forth. So now people all going to Cuba. So that just goes to show that you know, their arms pretty strong and extending out when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, I'm thinking they're gonna get North Korea, probably gonna put a World Bank up in there, take over the land. They probably got gold and all kinds of shit. I'm pretty sure they got resources. You know, America's all about resources. They're gonna take that shit. They're gonna quote unquote free the North American people. North Korean people, and let them come to America and shit like that. Same thing they do to all countries. Like, they destroy the fucking country, take all this shit, and then allow the people to come over here for fucking up the country. And most of the people that come over here are probably collaborators with America anyway, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna happen. Switching gears, I know I'm late. I'm probably about 4 years late, but I just saw the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin on Netflix. I was a little disappointed they cut out the Kevin Hart scene. They shortened the scene a whole lot with Kevin Hart when he was there talking to the bald-headed black guy about the discount and shit, and then they started really going at an argument. That was a funny-ass argument. But they cut that scene. They must have cut it for format or something like that. I don't know, maybe for time, which I didn't know they did that on Netflix, because I had watched the Clockwork Orange, and they had the full unedited scenes, and even the little porn scene at the end where you had the guy had his dick in the girl pussy and you could see everything. They had that shit on there. I was surprised they even had that. But yeah, it's a funny ass movie. But the movie was so unrealistic, though. I know it's a movie and all that, but the shit was stupid unrealistic. First off, yo, if you are a 40-year-old virgin, that is automatic female repellent. Period. Like, there's no fucking way you're gonna be an action figure collectible type guy and be able to pull any female, even a female that's like, she has 3 kids and she's kind of washed up in a dating game because she's in her late 30s and shit, or she's way out of her prime. I don't even see one of them chicks pulling a guy that's like that, honestly. I don't see that happening. And so it was a little far-fetched on me on that end, but it was a funny movie. And his friends reminded me a lot of some of the friends I used to have when I was younger and shit, before I moved. And some of them was all lovey-dovey on their girlfriends and shit. And then some of them were, you know, just like kind of alpha male type. So yeah, that shit was very interesting. It was a funny ass movie. So, what other movies you guys suggest me watch on Netflix? Just to let you know, I'm into comedy. I like action. I like horror too. I pretty much like any movie. I'll even watch a freaking chick flick. I don't even give a shit, man. I watch a chick flick too, as long as it's not whack. Like, it's gotta be a chick flick that's watchable for dudes. So I even watch some shit like that. I mean, I'm all in it for just chilling and entertaining. Being entertained, rather. So let me know in the comments below which Netflix movie you recommend me check out. And let me know what you think about this whole Kim Jong-un thing and Donald Trump and Dennis Rodman situation. Alright, so meanwhile, I'm about to pull up here and punch this clock. Y'all have a nice day. Peace.